You're listening to Off the Stage.
Stage is the show where we bring missions. Start that again. Welcome to Up the Stage. It's the show where we bring missions. Why can't I say musicians?
Missions!
Welcome to Up the Stage. It's the show where we take musicians up the stage and into the pub to talk about the ins and outs of the music world and much more. Would you like to introduce yourselves, Shannon?
Skeet up.
Because today we have a special guest.
My name is Shannon Pearl, and this is...
I'm John.
And together they are...
Just John.
So, Shannon Pearl, but Shannon Pearl is also, it's both the band and the
And me.
solo.
Yeah.
Shannon Pearl is just the name of the
The embodiment. Yeah.
It's Shannon is the face of it, and then there's various minions.
Wow! That went sour real fast.
So, how would you describe your music? What would be your best in a few sentences? For people who don't know who you are.
Well, my music is a bit weird and wonderful, so I created a term to describe it, and that term is witch pop. And it doesn't mean anything apart from popular with witchy people. It's not a genre, because I have millions of genres inside this one term. We like to play around with different sounds and different sound effects and different inspirations within the umbrella of witch pop, so it's
Awesome.
a bit weird.
Because that's like the genre, isn't it? It's like very...
witch pop is a bit
good,
weird, yeah, that's what we'll say.
Which is a good niche to get into, because there's not I'm biased, there's not many people who sound like you and have that kind of aesthetic, I would
thanks.
say.
Well, we do try to be different and try to be authentic. I think that's the word.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It works. Just before James rambles on, what are you guys drinking?
I'm
That's what I was
drinking
gonna ask
Old
that.
Moot, cherries and berries.
Yeah,
Oh, very good.
This is Lucky Saint.
lovely.
What you got?
I've got
Something weird.
sticky
Sticky
toffee sour.
toffee sour.
No, it's not. It's a cider.
A cider.
It's sticky toffee cider, and I can't even remember what mine was. It had some destruction name on it, and it was
Destruction.
it had like a volcano on the thing, and I was supposed to remember the name, and I can't remember it. But it's I haven't tried it yet, actually.
It's called
It
Destruction.
smells
Ale now.
horrible, but it tastes quite nice. That's a really weird mix.
Oh, that is nice. I wish I remembered the name. I just liked it because it said hazy IPA, and usually when it's a hazy IPA, it means it's nice.
And it gets you hazy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Cloud. Look at that. It's like a Solero in a tank.
Remember them?
You can still get them.
Can you? Oh, well.
Not in the winter. I just quickly, when you mentioned you're quite witch pop, since you've started doing that genre, have you come across more people in that genre? And like,
A few.
yeah,
Not many, but they're never in the northeast. They're always like down south or right up north. So
Really?
never in the middle. So I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm the middle witch pop woman.
yeah.
You're the breaker. You're like the in between.
Yeah.
Everyone flocks
I
to
think,
because it's.
I think I'm pioneering from the middle of the country, so that's what Witch Pop Pioneer stands for. Pioneering in the middle.
Yeah, fair enough. And I don't know a great deal in it. Is it culling? Is that what you do? Is that the...
Oh, right. So culling's a little bit different. For me, when I go out for walks, and we do a lot, don't we, in the mountains like yesterday, I always like to sing in different environments, specifically ones that have nice natural reverb, such as like forests or caves, or and culling is basically a Scandinavian singing technique where you communicate over like alpine areas, so it echoes and carries a long way.
Okay.
Bloody hell, sirens.
Every episode.
I love it, yeah.
So I just used to do that anyway, and I randomly recorded myself cooling one day, and it went mad on the internet. Everyone wanted to know what it was, so I'm kind of known for cooling, which is nice, and it is part of my music now. I have EPs full of cooling, if that's what you want to listen to, but it's different to the actual witch pop music that we make. So we have a lot of different, as I said, genres in our little umbrella.
Do you think it fits into the stuff that you've done before you started doing that?
Yeah, it does, because I'm very folky at heart. Everything sort of ties back to the folk roots that I've got. So yeah, it does. But I like to keep them separate, so the people who just like cooling can listen to whole EPs of that, and the people who like to delve into something new sonically can also do that with my more mainstream music.
Like a full experience. Of what
Yeah,
you get.
yes.
no.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You were mentioning to Berry earlier today that you do a wild folk sessions.
Yeah.
What is that? Does that rival our pub table sessions, or is that we got to be fearful?
It's kind of like without
different-
pints.
Yeah, it's like this, but in a forest and without pints. And
We could take pints next time.
Yeah.
no, it's more like Shannon says, we're always out and about doing stuff, wandering about in woods, hanging out in dank caves, just the usual kind of thing on the
Dank
weekends.
That's what
you know?
everyone else does. Yeah.
So, and obviously Shannon's always doing her singing and nature stuff anyway, but we started just taking random instruments with us. So sometimes we'd have the shruti box, which is like a drone instrument. Recently we did one with a hand pan that's just come out on YouTube. Some of them have the guitar. But what we tend to do is improvise a piece of music on the spot. So we'll go for a walk somewhere, we'll chat a little bit about the place and if there's any interesting history and that kind of thing. And then we'll just play something off the cuff. We normally just set the camera and the mic rolling and just do it and see what comes out. And those songs, like some of them develop and become things that we actually play at our acoustic shows. So that's the Wild Folk Sessions. They're all on YouTube.
That's really cool. Is there ever any times where you record them and you go, oh, this is really fucking good. Let's not release it now, but we can put that in the studio.
We've got like a whole album of that.
Really?
So secretly, alongside everything else we're doing, we're working on. It was going to be an EP, but now there's too many songs.
There's probably
So
going to be like
it's
two
just
whole
going to be called
albums
Wild
now.
Folk, and it's alongside like the more electronic full band sound that we do. It's going to be like an acoustic EP that
That's
features
cool.
these songs that were originally improvised on location in wild places, but they're going to be studio recorded. The ones that we think are worth immortalizing on an album.
That's really good.
So, yeah, that's kind of that side quest. We've got a lot of different like what do you call it? Tentacles of the
Got a
Shannon
few
Pearl
irons in the fire.
enterprise. Yeah.
Yeah, because I do loads of spiritual stuff aside from the music. So I'm working with the Glass House at the moment, doing spirituality and sound, like where we do sound baths and freedom of movement and drum circles and all sorts to do with making noises and how it affects your spirit as a human and how it makes you feel. And I think the therapy in that for me is translated through what I do outside of all of this, which is just go about in the wild with instruments. I want to bring that to people through both like the witch pop side of things and also through the spiritual events. So it's really nice to be able to sort of have a thread running through everything that I do, but it's all different, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. It's a really good variety.
Yeah.
Yes.
It all fits in the same kind of niche as well.
Yeah, it does.
What is a sound bath? Because I've heard you say sound bath loads, and I've just got this picture of people being in baths and you just going in the band being like really relaxing. I guess it must be like a relaxing thing where you close your eyes and there's like
It's like that, but the bath is the sound.
yeah.
It's not water,
So people
it's
aren't
sound
literally
waves.
in baths, but the last one we did was at the Glass House in Gateshead. And there's about 60 people, all get really comfy on the floor. So the hardcore sound bathers bring like
Lilo.
I love bathers.
Yeah.
I bet there's like some sort of Reddit thread of sound bathers. Like they wear all
actually
the kind
is.
of the proper suits. And
yeah,
stuff like that
they
and
bring the
get
inflatable like
Yeah.
bed things, and then we do like a multi-speaker setup around the room, and we mic a variety of instruments. So we've got this massive like 30-inch wind gong that we mic with a kick drum mic, and it goes to the set of speakers, and it just is proper.
And I
like,
get to go bong, and everyone's like,
It's like extreme ASMR then, isn't it?
It
So
is.
really,
but there's
yeah.
a story to it. So Shannon guides. It's like an hour-long guided meditation with elemental influences.
So we
and-
don't just like bang instruments like over
Yeah.
sleeping people, although some people do fall asleep and snore, which is brilliant. No, it's like, so to bring the spiritual element into it, I sort of guide people through the elements, as you said. So water, air, fire, earth, and it sort of gets you in the headspace of each element and how they affect your body, and you can sort of smell it and taste it and touch it, and sort of it brings you through your own senses into that space. And then it ends on earth to ground you back down, because you feel like you've been flying after you've
Yeah.
loads of people say that it's like a really trippy experience.
It's quite musical though, isn't it? It's sort of like you say, it's like ASMR-y, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's we use like the modes to conjure like vibes and moods for each sort of quarter of the thing.
And everything is live, so it's not track. We
Yeah.
play
So
So
everything
it's live
I
instruments,
speak
drones,
live.
and modal stuff, and Shannon's voice, and then a bit of chat to bring people out of the meditation, and that's what a
And
sound
then we
bath
all
is.
have a
really cool.
sharing circle, and everyone tells us what journey they've been on in the head, and it's really cool.
That sounds really cool, actually.
It does, yeah.
That sounds
Quite like-
nice.
Come to me
Peaceful.
next one.
Yeah, I think I might have actually. It's
How often do you do them?
We've got a series happening at the moment. So there's like I think 5 or 6 workshops from
It's February to May. the
February
next
to
set.
May. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you on my website, everything is on my website.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure before because I didn't want to get wet or anything, so I'm quite glad there's no
Drenched in sound.
Yeah,
It's the waterfall. That's great. I'll tell Kat about that as well.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think obviously you speak with James a lot. The last time I saw you was the Bunker gig. Would that be right?
Yeah,
think so.
that was a while ago now.
That was. You know what? That was one of my favourite gigs I saw.
Oh really?
And the Bunker's mint, but it's obviously quite small and compact.
Tiny, yeah.
Have you got any plans for any like bigger venues that you're going
Yeah.
to put shows on, or?
Yeah, hopefully like we'll be doing like massive huge arenas in like latest 2
Couple of
years
months.
time.
Yeah.
in the dream world, I want to play huge things. What's that one in the desert? The one in the
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks. I want to do
Red
that
Rocks.
so
Yeah.
bad. But yeah, just whoever wants us. I want giant stages.
Would you
Realistically,
do like an
yeah.
actual gig in like the areas you go to, like forests and stuff, where you could bring crowds in, or would
I'd
you?
love to do
I think
that.
having, like, a
Like,
lush
It would be very
thing.
hard logistically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, yeah, I'll never say no to nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to make it a secret though, because I don't think the council would. You'd have to.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fight the count.
Yeah.
Realistically, what were you saying? You
I was
bring
going to
us
say,
down to earth.
realistically though, I mean, some of the biggest stages we played have been in the past year. We like doing like the festival gigs where it's sort of like so much goes into hosting your own show, whereas at a festival you can get in front of a big audience without you being the whole promotional machine.
Yeah. You just
And you
enjoy
play
the
to new
stage.
people, and they tend to be good gigs for us because people at festivals are just there to check out bands and they're receptive to what we're doing. So we've got a really good festival season lined up
Nice.
this year, which we'll maybe talk a bit about later.
Half
Yeah.
of them
There's
can't
some of the
announce.
bigger shows
That's
we'll be
fine.
doing, I think, this year. We do have some other gigs to mention as well, if we're
Okay.
getting on to gigs now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fire away.
27th of March, we're playing Newgate Social.
You were ready, you were so ready, look at that.
It's because I'm really excited because
Yeah.
Annie Sanwith is supporting and so Talk Like Tigers, and we love them girlies. We haven't seen them for a long time, but for me they've been long serving connections. We've known each other for a long time, and this gig's going to embody all of the feminine energy, because the last headline we did at the Clooney was all about the Horned God, which honoured that masculine energy. So the seasons are moving. We're going into Ostara at that time of the year, and because it's in March, the 27th, and we want to really embody the female fertility and abundance that all of the feminine things bring to the earth. So I wanted a mostly female lineup, obviously the band boys, and I think Barry might do an Ostara poem before us, because I feel like the last time that went down so well, and he added
If anyone was at the Clooney gig,
I like
Barry
that.
was
It was
the,
a good introduction.
yeah
the poet.
I like a good
Yeah.
theme tune to start, and that was a perfect little.
Yeah.
theme
I
tune
love your
opener.
theme tune.
I always change it every
Yeah,
thing, but-
Barry's our theme tune with his
Yeah.
whimsical.
Barry Hall is a
wordsmithery.
poet, and he's also a witch, and he comes through all my moon circles, and together we have like a really good open dialogue about paganism, and we bring it to every moon circle to show people, and so it's really nice to share that on a stage. I really wanted him involved to share he's got so much wisdom, and he's very good at conveying it through words in a different way than I am.
Yeah.
So it's nice to encompass all art forms if we can,
Mhm.
and give people a different experience, not just like a gig, but a bit of theatrics and a bit of poetry as well, maybe, and obviously the mentalness of my stage presence
Yeah.
and costumes.
No, but it's good. Like Newgate Social, we've been there. It's about 400 cap room anyway. It's a massive stage. It's a good one to put a full on show for.
Yeah, I really want to dance all
yeah.
over. And sometimes, like, one of the best gigs I've ever done actually was in this room. It was for Sunplugged Festival last year. I really enjoyed that gig. But the one thing about it was very small, and I like to sort of dance
Maybe.
around. That's why I got a wireless mic, so I don't trip over my wires.
Yeah,
She does a lot of spinning.
Spinning.
yeah. It was good.
You have to get one of those Britney Spears mics.
I was going to get one of them, and then I don't think it'll fit over my head. I've got like a crown and like ears and flipping skull mask.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit,
that makes
so
sense. Nuts.
Yeah.
It's better with a proper mic anyway, because
Just AirPods.
I could, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you were talking about you've got songs in the backlog for like albums and albums to come. What would you say release-wise you've got for this year, if any?
The next one that we've got is a song called Stagman, which I think we're going to play for you today. That's out on April 2nd. We're really excited about this one, aren't we? It's a heavier vibe than maybe people are used to us doing, because I feel like I've got a lot of soft songs that are really in touch, as I say, with the feminine and with the more gentle acoustics. This one I really wanted to embody rage and the more aggressive, more masculine, more sort of protective vibes, because for me, I don't express anger very healthily. I'm a raging person. I'm fueled by a lot of anger about like current world issues and things that I can't just fix immediately. I'm sure it's the same for a lot of people, but there's a lot of things going on that I can't immediately sort out, so I need a healthy channel for them. And for me, songwriting is one of them things, and I think it collectively allows, as well as me, but the audience as well, to sort of process some of those feelings and in a healthier way together as a community. So the stag man in the song is a personification of my more masculine, ragey feelings.
Yeah.
And I just made him into a person based on the horned god, and dedicated a whole gig to him. And the single is coming out on the 2nd of April, so you'll be able to hear it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's probably a good natural way to start playing the song.
I think so. Would you like to play the song now?
I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah, well.
Because we haven't pre-recorded this at all. We're so unprofessional, aren't we?
I know, right? Yeah, enjoy the song. This is Stagman.
He sits upon my shoulder, he tells me what to do. When rage becomes a smolder, you might not make it through. Why have you woken the stagman? Why have you woken the stagman? Speak truth or dare to rouse him. He stirs within the dark. He eats the justice and sin that lives in your black heart. Oh, it's the stagman, the stagman. Why have you opened the Why don't you give up lying? You'll only make it worse. I see him when I'm scrying. It's a generational curse. It's a stagman, a stagman. Why have you woken him? Stagman, it's a generational curse. It's a stagman, stagman. Why have you woken the stagman? Why have you woken him? Why have you woken the stagman? Don't you know what he can do? You shouldn't have woken the stagman. This won't end well for you.
And welcome back to Side 2, ladies and gentlemen, where we are joined by Shannon Poole and John from
I like
Shannon
how
Poole.
side 2 suggests that you've flipped the podcast over whilst we're in the break.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea, like
We
a
should've
kind of
swapped
vinyl, shouldn't it? I could just reverse, like if I did some editing.
Flip it.
Flip it. Nah, I'll not do that. It's too hard work.
Obviously, we saw you play the song because it was us that recorded it, more Berry. You were saying, is that the first time you've done it acoustically?
Yes.
Yeah, as in just yourself and
Yeah.
guitar.
the
It's
first-
only the second time we've ever done it, and yeah, we worked out the acoustic arrangement
Yeah.
today.
especially for you. But we did it live for the first time at the headline gig at the Clooney in December,
Right.
and it went down really well. Everyone really liked it, and we wanted to play it exclusively for you today, just to really just gauge if everyone's on board with the more raged songs. that
And it's a
I'm
bit
putting
less
out.
expected, isn't it? When
Yeah.
you do an acoustic version, you expect like one of the slower, more chill songs. So let's do the most metal
I
song.
want rage.
But yeah, the acoustic version of it. No,
Yeah.
it translated quite well, I
I
think.
like it.
I thought it sounded great, to be honest with you.
It was really good. I thought, yeah. Well, this was off camera, but John was saying he decided to do the dad gad. We figured out what tuning it was. He just
Yeah, I was like,
in the
I
car.
just
He was
tuned a
like,
few strings down. James was like, that's Dadgad, isn't it? I was like, no, it's just like a load of D's and A's and there's a G and oh yeah, it's Dadgad.
but it was a good choice because I say if it's a large song, you want as
Yeah, man.
Maybe
I
it's possible, it's cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy doing anything acoustically because it completely sounds totally different to what the actual song will sound like when it's released.
Yeah.
So, surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when you do record stuff, is it as simple as just going in with the guitar and the vocals and then you add everything on top, or do you kind of have the full sound ready? So what's your process when it comes to that?
It's a complicated one. Usually I just like dream songs up, like literally dream them and then go, oh my god, I've got an idea, and then I voice note it and then I'm like, John, this is the song, make it into a guitar part please.
That's one of the ways. Or sometimes Shannon will sit with her pedals and write on loops. So she'll build up a whole arrangement, singing kind of the parts that she wants the song to have, and then we sort of work those out on instruments and build it. And then obviously, as we mentioned, Inside One was the process where we improvise stuff out in nature, you know, and then we bring that back into the studio and develop them a bit more into songs. So there's not always one process, but all of these things start with Shannon dreaming something up and then us turning it into what she's kind of got there.
Yeah. And then once it sort of has a structure, we like to give it to the band
Yeah.
and like jam it out and see how it comes out with other people's influences, because we have a really good band around us with fiddle and guitar and bass, and we really love how they think of parts and think of things that we would never have thought of. They have really good musical brains that like give us surprises every time, don't they?
it's the joy of a band, isn't it? It's like
Love
you
bands.
get different minds work because
Yeah.
it's something that you'd never think. You think, oh, I would never have done that.
Especially
Yeah,
Adam
that's it.
Cornell's bass parts.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
constantly
he's-
like,
he's-
what the hell?
Yeah.
We always put a ghost track of the bass on the songs, and then Adam comes back with like the furthest that you could possibly get from that, doesn't he? And it's like you just never know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
But it quite often defines the song. I think like Echo, the latest single, it's got a really cool like moving fretless bass part in the chorus that just like it's kind of another hook, you know. So
It's
it's nice to have people that just like you say, you'd never have thought of it yourself, and they contribute that.
Also, my favourite thing to do is troll Adam on the internet. So I'm gonna like say insert ridiculous picture of Adam here, and hopefully we'll find one and put one.
Hopefully, yeah.
Neighbour the mate.
The
I love
green
Adam.
one, or
I love how he
Shrek.
for like. I'm sure you mentioned he's now got a smartphone, but for years and years he's only ever had a little tiny Nokia.
I brought him to the dark side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Adam finally got a smartphone in early 2025, I think.
Yeah.
And he went to Florida to stay. He's got a brother in America to stay with him, and he was telling us how he got all these amazing pictures of alligators on his new smartphone, and he sent the pictures across. There's like 15 photos of his face going like that.
He didn't realise he had the camera on.
It was on the front camera.
He's like, yeah, and there's an alligator. Oh shit, it's me.
Yeah, he's the most boomer millennial you'll ever see when it comes to technology. Bless him.
He's good. We love him.
Just quickly, on your recordings and stuff, is there, because obviously you got that connection with nature, is there any time where you record the vocals just outside and use the natural reverb, or you all practice it there, write it there, and just do everything in the studio because it's
So with Wild Folk Sessions, everything that you see on our YouTube series is recorded in situ on location, and all of the reverbs and everything that you hear from the space.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do reels with natural reverb, depending on like where I am. If I'm in a cave and it sounds mint, then that'll be what you can hear. But other times we all get in the studio, don't we, and just...
So yeah, all the studio produced stuff, it's done in the conventional way where you do everything one at a time.
However, it is inspired by places that we visited that I really like. So there's this one cave in the Lake District that has the most perfect reverb ever. So I'm constantly trying to emulate that on the track. So there is a reference point.
Yeah.
We did, this is way back now, but one of the first things we did was called Caves EP.
Caves,
2020.
yeah, I remember that.
We went around the lakes trying to find good natural reverbs, and Shannon was singing a few traditional folk songs and then some of the early Culling stuff.
One of my favourite versions of Parting Glass
Oh,
that was done
is on that EP.
So that particular cave that was sung in is called Cathedral Cave. It's South Lakes, and what we like about it is it has a reverb like you kind of expect in a cave, but it also has a delay. So sometimes we try and actually dial in that sound like on an effects bus in the software. So
That's
we've got
cool.
like, and you can. Have you ever heard of taking an impulse response from a space where you like pop a balloon in the space, and then you can have a plugin like sample the reverb. So you can steal the reverb of a real place and bring it into studio world. So we do sort of use these things as ideas and things in the mix.
So do you know Gru off Minions, where he wants to steal the moon? Well, that's basically me, but I want to steal all the natural reverbs of the world. Kind of like.
Have you been able? Obviously, you put it in the studio. Have you been able to mimic that on your pedals used for live shows?
Try my best. Yeah. I've got 1 million pedals that I do try to make sound
the
like
right
that bloody kid. Yeah, it is a combination actually. Loads of people always ask us about my pedals, and none of them have vocal effects. They're all guitar pedals. So choking because I'm getting excited.
So I've just got it in my head some sort of like Disney villain, like where everyone else is like, why is there no echo? It's like Shannon stole the world's reverb.
All the caves are totally dry.
Yeah, no, we try our best to make it sound like cool.
Good. Not a fan of AI. No one use that.
No bloody hell. That's a good point actually. So on our last, it isn't out yet, but we've recently recorded our last single, Echo, down the beach.
By the time this podcast comes out, it probably will be on YouTube. We're currently editing this.
Alright, so at the time of this recording, we're currently editing the episode. And we like to talk about things as we're mooching about, because you have lots of thoughts when you're out on walks. I don't know if, well, I do anyway. And we end up having these deep chats, so we're like, why don't we share some of our deep chats with the world? And it turned into a one about AI and how we would never use AI to create anything of ours ever, because we don't agree with the ethics of it at all.
You just see it more and more online.
I get so annoyed. Sorry to interrupt. I
have a theory though that we're going to go through a difficult period where the internet is going to be inundated with so much that you won't know what's real and what's not. Imagery, music, whatever. But then it'll become like the unique selling point of musicians that don't use it, that like this song is actually just made and recorded by a human. So we're sticking to our guns. We've always done things this way. Everything that you hear that comes from us is 100% us.
I deliberately sound awful just so I can say like this is not AI.
This is not an awful robot.
Well, that's the thing now. It's quite easy to sound really good now. There's apps like Suno, where you can sort of half-arse a riff into it and it'll give you a production. Anyone can do that, but nobody can sound like you doing you, and that's what's important.
I think eventually people will, even like the normies, they'll click on that. Everything will just sound exactly the same. And I think eventually people will just get bored of it. They'll be like, it's a different song, but it's not really a different song. It's just the problem is it's stealing. Because they're not. It doesn't. When you say I created a song, they didn't create a song. It took a song from someone else, and then it mashed it, and then it changed the melodies a little bit, but it's still that same person doing that, and it's not creating anything. It's just taken.
That's our problem with it. That if you release work, all of the sites have this in their small print now. So even things like OneDrive, you share music just between the band on OneDrive. They're training AI on what you share, so it can create things. Well, like you say, create. It's pastiching just everything that's already been done by humans. It's a little bit
and
cheap.
The best way to say bye-bye to AI is to come to live shows. Come to live
That's
shows.
it. That's the one thing that
Yes.
can't be
Yeah.
replicated.
Yes.
To be in a room and watch a band.
And experience a band.
Listen to an imperfect live performance.
And watch me fall off stage because I'm so dizzy, but I still hold them on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm not even a fan of like the hologram shows. I get why people want to reminisce certain gigs, but it's like you just want that live.
Right.
There's always another show.
Exactly.
Like, just because you couldn't have made that one 30 years ago doesn't mean you can't go to the next one. That could be the one that people want the hologram of,
Exactly,
et cetera,
that's
and
it.
it's
Yeah,
like-
you never know what's going to be the next thing.
Agreed.
It's got to be that.
Speaking of AI, the most. So you know, I'm in. I know. He'll not be watching this.
He's
fine.
hazy.
But well, basically with our like wedding band, we're doing a gig and someone requested a song and I was like, never heard that before. It's an AI song. And I was like, no, we do not play AI. I was like,
Imagine
I had to keep it
covering
composed.
an AI song. It's just
it was about this
bizarre.
AI song about Sunderland.
Yeah.
But it was the most because it had an American accent. It was like Sunderland. I was like, oh my god, what is going on here? But you didn't know it was it was the most
this is
clear
the thing,
AI
a
song
lot
ever.
of people don't.
Yeah, they don't. That's the scary thing as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just had to get that out. Sorry. So.
That's alright. You vented now. Do you feel better?
Yeah, I have.
What a healthy way to show your rage, James. Right,
Live.
about it.
In front of a camera. There we go.
I mean, net-wise, we do have some benefits to our viewers. If you ever want to get involved, you can send questions on Instagram. We are at Off The Stage UK.
Do it.
And yeah, we got a few questions for yourself.
Go on then.
At Mrs. Berry Insta said, if you could do a video singing in any nature spot in the world, where would you sing?
Surely you've thought about this.
I have, but there's too many. Right, I want to go on a floating iceberg somewhere, wherever the icebergs are left.
That would
Svalbard.
be cool, though.
Yeah, and sing on an iceberg. I want to go to the redwood forests with the biggest trees in the world and try and get my arms around them, which I know will not happen, but we'll try. I don't know if you've got any. Have you thought of this? What about that cave in France? What, that cave with the handprint?
Glasgow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
might
yeah,
be good.
well,
I
That would
like-
be vibe. Yeah,
That'd
but
be
there's
awesome.
some
I bet the
stuff
Grand Canyon's got a decent reverb.
imagine.
Like, that would be quite a good one.
I don't want to see people sometimes go on the internet, oh, you should sing in this empty dam. And I'm like, imagine that's not natural. That would
It's
be
not a
really weird.
natural
Isn't there a
place, I
dam with
suppose.
like a 12-minute reverb somewhere? Weren't we listening to something about
There's something, it's like a few minutes, yeah. Some guy fired a gun in it and it's just like.
Some reverb
just
is
carries
too
on.
spooky.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, just put me next to a small cactus plant in your house, and I'll happily sing to it,
Sorted, eh?
to the redwood forests, anything in between.
We've got 3 from at Captain_K_Morgan13. The first one is, if you could do a vocal collaboration of one of your songs, which artist would you pick to collab
Aurora.
with?
Thank you. Next.
Sorted. What are your top 3 pizzas ever?
What the heck kind of question is that, man?
I'm sure he asks that every single time. To be fair.
That's easier than like top one though, because you got.
Do you know? Do you want to go, or shall I just tell everyone?
You just go ahead.
The one from the Ivy House.
Oh, so this isn't like flavors of pizza. It's specific.
It is now.
The Ivy is
seafood-
good, yeah.
What's it called? The seafood.
The
What's it called?
Whitburn
The
pizza
Whitburn.
in the Ivy
It's
is
got
good.
little tiny
Oh
prawns
yes,
on
the
it.
whip. Yes, that's a lovely pizza.
Unreal.
Absolutely.
Domino's, chicken and bacon with barbecue bottom.
Nice.
Yeah, Domino's has to have a barbecue.
That's a
bottom.
different genre of
I'm
pizza.
not a
though.
stuffed crust gal. No, because I'm too stuffed when I eat the not crust to be having a stuffed crust. And then the next one has got to be at what they're called. They're at all the festivals. The little van. Alex Wade's mum and dad's got it. I think it's
I know the
I
ones
think
you
it's
mean.
ice cream for pizza. No, that's your favourite one.
I like a good ice cream for pizza. It's,
No, what's it called? Truly Madly Pizza? Is that it? Thank you, Adam.
Oh,
Truly
they are
Madly
mates from
Pizza.
the festivals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm not even just saying it for the plug,
it is good.
but I had one at what's the one on the seafront called? What we did?
Summer Streets.
Summer Streets, that's the one. I had a pizza from Summer Streets, from Truly Madly Pizza, and it was garlic chicken, and I was like hungry, and it saved me life. So sorry, John, you didn't get a look in, but that's my top 3 pizzas. What
That's-
about you?
Um,
Pineapple
that's-
on pizza, yes or no?
Yeah, it's all right.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I was going to divorce you if you said that.
Do you know a good shout for a pizza place? Well, me and Kat went to Midnight Pizza Crew. It's where the Bridge Vaults Hotel is.
Didn't
the
they used to do
place.
that here?
Well, maybe, but these are like proper deep dish Chicago.
Right.
Oh my god! You think, oh, I'll just get a pizza each. No, you share the pizza because the dough's like, it's like proper crispy dough, but it's like that big.
I'm starving.
Oh my god! I would recommend that to anyone.
Mint.
Midnight Pizza Crew.
I'm gonna go after this.
Yeah.
I haven't had any tea.
I have to Google if it's open. It should be open. I don't know. I'll have to Google it, but Midnight Pizza Crew.
Mint. Big up.
Absolutely.
I'm always boring with mine. I'm either pepperoni, kebab, or a hot and spicy. Kebab pizzas are brilliant though.
I agree. When you're drunk.
Yeah.
I agree.
Even when I'm sober, like anything kebab. I love kebab. And the thing is, you don't have to drink anything. You'll have a kebab and you'll wake up with a hangover. It's like
It is true.
Yeah.
it's great.
Final question from Captain K. Morgan was, in your opinion, what are the best examples of Wiccan or witchcraft in media and books?
That's a good question.
Interesting. The best examples. So I'm not Wiccan, just so you know. Like, my thingy is pagan animism, so I don't define which path I take. I sort of am an eclectic person and I go with what feels right, which is fair if anybody else does that. But I would say if you want to look into it, good examples of people to Google or find works from is Ronald Hutton, Professor Ronald. Ronnie, if you're listening, I love you. Anything that he says is brilliant. Like, he's got actually all of his seminars are on YouTube, which is really cool. If you're getting ready in the morning, just stick them on and they'll tell you all about witches and witchcraft and pagan practices over the years while you're getting ready, and it'll influence your day and you'll have a magical time. Who else? Oh god, my reading list is massive. I'm going to go on the Goodreads. Bear with me.
You know,
We should have asked these questions before, shouldn't we?
Yeah, no. My bad.
I have too many, and I can't remember the authors of all of them.
Well, there's a few like TikTok people now I've seen. I don't know if I've watched. Well, I think it's because I've watched Shannon, and then it's just like all of a sudden I've been flooded with all these because you know how the algorithm gets you. And then
Oh,
you
really?
just-
Do you get like?
yeah. All of a sudden I'm just all
Do I
like.
make people give you witches?
People go sup witches and like and
Should I be saying sup witches?
you should be saying sup witches.
Wait, I'll
Sup
open the
witches?
podcast. Sup witches.
That could be you know when some like the podcast blows goes, hey, it's your boy James here. You should be like
Why
sup
did you
witches.
not-
It's your girl Shannon here.
Sup witches. I love that. Yeah. So me other favourite witchcraft book is Scottish Witchcraft by Barbara Micklejohn Free. I couldn't remember her name because she's got 3 of them. But that opened up a world of magic that I didn't know that I was already practicing, but it is a thing. So yeah, there's millions more. If anybody needs help, just DM me.
I mean, you say DM you, it's not that easy because you've got a bit of a viral theme on the go at the minute.
Maybe, yeah, it's a bit wild at the minute. So I first went viral last January on Instagram for the cooling videos, and I got like, I can't remember the stats, like it went from like 2,000 to 75,000 really quick.
Yeah.
And then this January, it happened on Facebook for the same reason, for cooling videos. Everyone bloody loves it all around the world. And so, yeah, it's mad to have people in Mexico, flipping Finland, Germany, bloody all over messaging us like really lovely things, saying that they connect to this style of music and want to know more about it. And it's absolutely lovely, and it's opened up the rest of our music to the world as well, not just the cooling. People are really connecting with our
it's nice how like
stuff.
if Shannon gets like 2 million hits on a reel, some percentage of those will actually go and
Stream.
listen to the back catalogue as well, so we see
Yeah.
the Spotify stats go up.
That's really good.
And it's really nice when you get messages from people in other countries. Like, was it someone from Sweden messaged and said that we'd written their favourite song?
Ever.
That's the one that I remember the most. To
nice.
think that we've written someone's favourite song is just really nice.
Yeah.
And that they take the time to reach out and tell you.
say that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Shannon gets a lot of the old DMs
It's got
these
to the
days.
point
but-
now. I think my most popular video is on Facebook, and got 4 million views, which is mental. To think
7
that-
million by the time of this.
It does keep going up, so
Yeah.
it's like you can't say exactly because
Yeah, it's mental that to,
because
like-
once it gets so many, it goes on a roll, which is
But
nice.
you don't even know what video's gonna
No.
roll, do you? You just post it and you just think, yeah,
Hope for the best.
yeah, and then hope for the best. It just,
Yeah. So
But
if
you've
you,
got,
if,
no,
if
sorry,
I-
I'm not meant to. You post that. I'm into it.
no,
I'm being
if people
silly.
do want to know
Yeah.
things, I do read everything, but it's really hard to get back to everyone because I did start off by replying to literally 3,000 people, and that nearly killed us off.
Yeah.
So I had to like chill a minute, but
Yeah.
I do try to like reply to who I can if I can
Yeah.
get to anyone.
That's good. Yeah.
But yeah, it's mad.
Just before we let you go, obviously we spoke about gigs and stuff, and I know you're restricted on some festivals.
Yeah.
But with you mentioning festivals being one of your favourite things to do, what is in the line for 2026?
There's so many, and I'm scared I'm going to say it wrong, so I'm going to just get me notes up with the ones I can say. And I'm for some reason on eBay trying to buy shoes.
So all of the festivals that are coming up in the summer, www.shannonpearlofficial.com. Gig listings are on there. As
Yeah.
soon as they're announced, they go up, but also all the socials.
Yeah.
The gigs will be listed. Suffice to say, we've got a super full festival season coming up. It's going to be
Like
really good.
10 plus.
The ones that we can say, Shannon will now professionally announce.
So doing the Rabbit Hole in Stirling in July. We've got Ren Fair UK in September. On my birthday in September.
So the two of us are going down to Kent.
to Kent.
for
But
that
do you
one,
know
to
what
do an
Ren Fair
acoustic show?
UK is?
It's awesome.
So everyone dresses up all
I know.
medievally and
Yeah.
like out of a fantasy book, so you can imagine what I'm going to be like
Oh,
an
yeah.
idiot, like an absolute loony in my best element. So I'm really excited for that. Butterfly Effect Festival in May at Paley's Barn, really excited for that one. And obviously you know about the headline gig on Newgate Social on the 27th of March. That's all I'm going to say for now. But if you want to know more, head to the website, as John said.
Tickets are all there as well, I'm assuming.
Tickets are all
Yeah.
listed, yeah. And also, if you're interested in any of the sound bathy things, that's on the website too.
Brilliant.
I also host retreats, which I'll be listing another one of in the summer. If you want to come on a witchcraft and wellbeing retreat with me, on the website you can find information for that too.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome. I'd love a Ren Fair to come up with the Northeast.
Make one.
I should do,
start
shouldn't
it,
I?
yeah.
I should,
I'll
yeah.
sing at it.
Off the stage, Ren Fair.
'Cause that's my ideal pub, you know. If people ask us what's my ideal pub, it's like a medieval
Tavern.
Yeah.
Like the
tavern.
one on Skyrim
But-
where you run in and eat all the
Yeah,
bread.
but there's like kind of like there's a concierge where you buy the gold coins that you use to buy the pints. You can't
Oh,
buy.
so you can go to the bar and
so
have
it's
like a,
so
a
it's-
doubloon.
So it's completely in character,
Yeah.
and you get discounts if you dress up.
Have you seen those TikTok people who pretend to be like people behind a medieval bar and they're like, hello, traveller, welcome.
Yes, I love them. Absolutely. Oh, and
It's
they make
class.
food and stuff like that.
And they're like, here's your potatoes
Yeah.
with freaking cheese on it.
I heard there's a rogue down the way wanting a quest. And, oh god, that's pop that just out.
Did you speak to the bard?
Yeah.
He's got some good news.
You'd be gigging there every single week, by the way, if I made this.
But when you do it, just
yeah,
phone
I'll.
us.
I love it.
Thanks for having us. I love
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Thanks
It's
for
been a great
coming
chat.
down. Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to go so that Barry can open his new tavern.
Yeah.
And yeah, tune in next week. We'll
Yes.
see you later.
Take care. See you later. Bye.